welcome back to Chatting with the Chamber. Our second guest of 2014 is Lucia Eckes, Director of Sales at the Holiday Inn Express in Verona. Welcome to the show, Lucia. So welcome to the show, Lucia. And why don't we start by having you tell me a little bit about your business, the Holiday Inn Express, and how long you've been in Verona.
Our locally owned and operated hotel has been here since 2008. Our typical business is with Eckes systems, but we do also work with a lot of local businesses with their sleeping room needs as well as meeting space that they might need.
Okay. And everyone knows hotels work with travelers. People come from all over town. But tell me a little about what you do for the people here in Verona. Tell me a little more about the meeting rooms, the pools, those kinds of things.
Certainly, we work with a lot of greater Verona area wedding venues to work out sleeping room needs that they might have. For families in Verona, we do a lot of groups for family reunions. And then we also have a lot of sporting groups that come in to stay for blocks over the weekend.
So our sporting groups, and like lacrosse and hockey and Little League, they'll come in, they'll stay here?
Yes, we have many group blocks for them during the summers. And then we also have meeting space that is great for rehearsal dinners, gift openings, small or regional meetings that can seat up to 70 people.
70?
Correct.
Okay. And I know we have our chamber meetings in your meeting space.
Yes,
that's nice. Do you have other business meetings in your business space as well?
We do. We have several repeat clients that come on a weekly basis, or otherwise, we do have space available. If anybody's interested, they can just contact me at any time.
Okay. And what are the things you do to keep people coming back to the Holiday Inn Express visit after visit?
Well, we pride ourselves on being a great hotel guests love. We always try to do things that make people feel like they're having an extraordinary experience. We pride ourselves on just being the best we can be.
Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about the people coming back. Mm-hmm. We know Epic visitors come here an awful lot.
They do.
Do they stay here over and over and over again?
Yes, most people have to come back 2-3 times, and then sometimes they have to be recertified later. So then we see them come back year after year. It's really nice to have them come back and stay with us.
And do you build friendships and relationships with some of these folks when they come back? Do you kind of recognize them by name?
Yes, we do. Sometimes we remember their birthdays, so we always have a card for them, a little cupcake, and they really love coming back.
That's good. And I know we were just talking to some of your drivers while we were setting up our cameras. So you help cart them all over town? And
yes. During the week we do have complimentary shuttle services to local restaurants as well as to Epic Systems and other local businesses and to the airport. So there were a couple of cancellations last night, so our drivers did have a 4 o'clock shuttle this morning and 5 and 6.
Okay. What is the greatest challenge to doing business here in Verona?
Mm-hmm. For the people that come in, they love all the area businesses. The one thing that people always tend to say to us is that they are looking for more upscale dining. That's the one thing that people say. Otherwise, they love the area.
And your shuttle service will bring people to places in Madison and Verona to eat as well?
Correct.
Okay. And I know that we're a little bit different than a lot of hotels in terms of challenges that you face, and that Epic keeps us pretty busy during the week, but the weekends you're open, and I know most hotels are the other way around.
That's correct, yes. When people call, especially if people are driving through during the week and they just want a room to sleep, I feel bad that sometimes we don't have the rooms available during the week.
But weekends, we work to keep them busy.
Yes, we certainly do. Especially, we love when sporting teams are coming into town or when people have those family reunions.
Okay. Now, as Director of Sales, do you kind of reach out to groups like that?
I do. I try to maintain relationships with the local wedding venues. I try to keep in contact with sporting teams that have been here in the past so that I can reach out to see if they'd like to stay again.
Okay. And tell me, do you have any interesting customer stories? You can't mention any names, obviously, but especially with some of the weather we've been having, do you have any stories where you've kind of saved the day for folks, or
There have been a couple of times where nobody wanted to venture out with the snow, and so we did have kind of a pizza party and brought in pizzas from actually one of the only businesses that was open, and were able to kind of make the best of the situation for everybody that was staying with us. But we do try to have these sort of occasions, with people with their birthdays, like I was saying, if we know about them in advance, then we'll also celebrate those.
Now, an idea just occurred to me, especially with people coming from all over the world for Epic. What do the people say when they get snarled up in a Wisconsin winter like we're having right now, especially if they're from someplace like Georgia or Texas? Or
some of them are quite surprised and unprepared for the weather, so we do have to take a few people out to the Targets and Farm and Fleets to get warmer clothes. One year we did actually go and buy sleds for some of the people that had never seen snow before, and they were able to go sledding.
Oh, wow.
So that was a big treat for them.
So do they pick up a winter hat and some mittens?
Yes.
Okay. Do they come really unprepared just because they're not used to it?
Yeah, some people think that their one jacket that they bring is going to be enough because they're not going to be outside, but it does get pretty cold, especially with our negative temperatures that we have recently.
No, I know the Holiday Inn Express in Verona recently won some awards. Can you
Yes.
tell us what those were and why you won them?
Of course, yes. We are very proud of all of our honors because they do show the support from our owners as well as all of our team members here. IHG, which is our parent company, awarded us in 2009 with the Newcomer of the Year Award. And then every year since then, we've also been honored with the Torchbearer Award, which honors the top 1% of all IHG hotels. Then this past year, we had 2 nominees for Best of the Best, which were Gretchen, who's our breakfast host, and Colleen, our housekeeping manager, and then Charlie Eggin, who's our general manager, won Best of the Best General Manager of the Year for all the Americans.
You've made several references to the fact that you're a locally owned hotel. And when people think of the Holiday Inn and the Holiday Inn Express, they think national chain. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the local ownership and how you work with the local community?
Oh, sure, yes. Because we're locally owned, we really do care about the community and its well-being, and so we like to work as well as we can with our neighboring businesses. That's why I'm also a chamber ambassador to help welcome everybody to Verona and the area.
Okay. I want to get back a little bit to the local aspect of it and what you can do for people locally. And I know, for example, you have a pool, and I know you host birthday parties and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what you can offer to people in the local community that they may not think of?
Certainly, certainly. We do birthday parties in the meeting space as well as baby showers and bridal showers. And the one good thing about our meeting space is that you can bring in your own food and beverage, which is a great perk, for keeping your costs down, since you can do all your food yourself. And then that pool is nice for the kids' birthday
Little
parties.
kids, I'm sure, do the cannonball into the pool and that sort of thing.
Yes.
And we're standing in your breakfast room. Your hotel, I'm sure, has breakfast for everybody who stays here. So
Yes. There is that complimentary hot buffet breakfast for everybody who stays with the hotel.
And I know my relatives have stayed here once or twice, so they've enjoyed
Oh, good.
breakfast. So when your house isn't quite big enough for all the relatives who are coming, think of our local hotels here. They do a really nice job.
We do offer local hotel chamber rates, so if any businesses are interested out there and need to bring people in, as well as families.
Okay. Now, if someone wanted to contact the Holiday Inn Express and Suites here in Verona, how would they do that?
There are a number of different ways to contact us. Our local number, which is 608-497-4500, would get a hold of our front desk, and you can speak to anyone there. If you are interested in a group block or a business meeting, you can contact me directly, and my number is 608-848-3915. We also have a great website, which is www.hiexpress.com, or there is also a mobile app that you can download on your phone.
And I know, I keep going back to this, but one of the most frequent calls we get at the chamber is, where can I host my wedding party? Where can I host my bridal shower? Where can I have my kid's birthday party? So think of them for that too. Now, if they call go to the website, will they get the local website or will they get the national website?
They will get the local website. It does appear like the national website, but it is our locally owned.
And the address here at the Holiday Inn Express is?
Is 515 West Verona Avenue, Verona, Wisconsin 53593.
All right. Well, thank you, Lucia, for being our guest on the show. It's been an eventful shoot here at the Holiday Inn Express, and we'll look forward to bringing several guests your way.
I look forward to it.
Thank you very much.